Hello folks, it's Darren, that Tassie Wargamer, back again. This time it's hopefully a battle report. John and I are at Good Games Hobart. I think I probably mentioned it before, but here in Tasmania we basically have freedom of movement. There hasn't been COVID here for a long time. Still maintaining social distancing. But there's a bit of a cough coming from Mr. Wadsley here.
Hello.
So yeah, look, we are playing a scenario that John came up with, and that's essentially a bridge too far. So the Romans deployed here, and they have to hold one of two crossings. Either this bridge here, have to hold it for 2 turns within 12 inches, or this ford here. John wasn't sure if I would split my forces, but it hasn't been very lucky for me. So all of my forces are slowly moving through, obviously, to that one bridge. I've got my Iberian cavalry there, my Numidian skirmishers, my slingers, and 3 units of centurions. John's group are over here. Essentially, they're there. They are basically having a party. Now, they can't react until John's sentinels, which are dogs. This dog here he was hiding in the woods here. Once my troops got within 12 inches, he alerted. So he is now running back, always on the leader card, on leader 1 card. So he is now running back. He's got another sentinel dog over here.
Oh, I've moved it.
Oh, he's gone because I didn't, yeah. Who obviously hasn't been in distance, so he hasn't reacted. Once this dog gets back, I reckon probably to within 12 inches of his troops,
yeah.
We're going to act. So my cavalry are moving fast. My group, even though they're in open ground, have been rolling really poorly. So it's going to be a race to try to get there and form some sort of formation to be able to hold the masses of Germans. Anyway, hopefully, generally with our battle reports, as the day progresses, we're rushing at the end to pack up, and I tend to forget to do a battle report, and John's looking at his watch right now. Hopefully today we're going to be able to get a little bit of closure and hopefully be able to give a bit of a summary at the end. You'll notice my trees, they were all bright. I've sprayed them black and flocked them up, and now they look a lot more presentable on the table, and they're all the bright ones we had before. Anyway, I'll keep you informed. We are many turns in. John had his mounted warriors charging up, and it's at one point my Optio I had left a group with my Optio facing towards them. These two here, 2 groups of skirmishers evaded into the woods here, and then as he came up, they came back and put fire into him. He's finally coming. John's mounted warriors went that way. Now they're coming back. My skirmishers have evaded again. My Romans are still heading up to put some support on the main battle, which is here at the bridge. So I've got my skirmish cavalry, my Iberians here, putting some javelin fire over here. My Romans have now held the bridge, which is their objective, and they are now in close combat with shields braced, ready for an attack by the Germans, the main German force. And John's got his archers over here. John's got another force over here coming around with another leader. He's got 2 groups there, but they've actually been moving a little bit slowly. So when they do, then it's going to be a little bit tight because they'll have hemmed me in, but can they get there in time? The Romans have inflicted a fair few more casualties and shock than the barbarians, but eventually the barbarian numbers could come into play. But John hasn't been raising much fervour yet, so he may need to do that at some point. Hey everyone, as promised, I'm finally doing a follow-up video quickly before we pack up and rush out the door. As is often the case here, no resolution. John and I, we get here at 12, we start, playing probably about past. It's 4 o'clock now, so 3.5 hours. We still don't get a resolution. But the battle ensued here on the bridge. I lost a couple of men. John lost a few more with a bit of shock. John's cavalry finally got the balls to charge my skirmishers, who have actually held. They've taken a lot of shock. He actually lost another man, so he is down to 2 warriors. These guys would have, they didn't lose the combat, so they're still going to be okay. Better though, had they been had been lost. My tailing unit now is in close order, facing the right direction. My Numidians managed to get into the woods to hassle these guys. Actually got a kill on them, but they're really slow to move, unfortunately for poor John. So in the end, at the end of the game, which really this is, I am holding the bridge. Don't know if it was that balance. John's mob were quite late to come out of the woods, out of their base, because his sentinel dogs were quite far back. Had they been up a lot closer, they may have been able to alert John a bit quicker. Anyway, it was a really good game, really good scenario that John wrote, and we'll no doubt play this one again, maybe for a different result.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye.